gas is expensive, groceries are expensive, health insurance is a joke, rent is brutal, mortgages are out of reach, childcare costs more than your mortgage used to, and now there's a war going on. Interest rates are punishing anybody trying to start something new. And every new business owner that I talk to right now is feeling it. Ad costs are up, conversions are down, buyers are slower to pull the trigger, refunds are higher. The free money era, that's over. So most people would say, bad time to start something new, bad time to take a risk, I think I'll wait it out. I'm gonna tell you the exact opposite. This is the best time in 7 years to start running found money partnerships. Not in spite of the economy, but because of it. I'm Marcus, I'm the Found Money Family Man. If you're new here, welcome. The rest of the series is in the description. Today I'm gonna show you why a shitty economy is a gold mine for deal makers and why the people who move right now are gonna be in a completely different spot 12 months from now than those people who don't. All right, so let me tell you what's actually happening behind the scenes for the kind of business owners you'd want to partner with. The 7 and 8 figure businesses that I talk to, the coaches, the course creators, the consultants with real products, real customers, they're all dealing with the same set of problems right now. Cost to acquire a customer is through the roof. The same ad that used to cost them $20 to get a lead now costs them 60, sometimes more. Their funnels that used to convert at 5% are converting at 2%. Webinars are getting half the show up rates. Sales calls are closing at half the rate they did 2 years ago. So they're spending more to get less. Meanwhile, their team is the same size. Their overhead is the same or maybe even higher. Their fulfillment costs are creeping up because everything is more expensive, right? So what does this mean? Every single business owner in your target zone is sitting on a list right now full of people that they paid more than ever to acquire. And they're converting fewer of them than ever before. That's not a small gap, that is a canyon, right? So in a normal economy, a business owner might say, yeah, I should probably do something with my old leads someday. In this economy, they're losing sleep over it because they know they've already paid for those people. The money is already spent. The leads are just sitting there. And the pressure to actually monetize them, to get more revenue out of less acquisition has never been higher. So you walk in and you say, I'll activate the part of the audience that you're not talking to. Don't pay me anything. Don't pay me anything. Don't give me any extra work. You don't do any extra work, excuse me. We'll split what I generate in a way that's fair, that lands completely differently in this economy than it did 3 years ago. 3 years ago, it was a nice to have, right? Right now, it's medicine, okay? So here's something most people miss. In a great economy, business owners have cash. They can hire agencies. They can pay retainers. They can throw money at problems, see what sticks. In a shitty economy, that's the first thing to get cut. Agency contracts get killed. Retainers get renegotiated, new hires get frozen. Anything that looks like a fixed expense is suddenly under the microscope. So here you come with a deal structure that costs them nothing. No retainer, no setup fee, no agency contract, no new hire. Just you only pay me when I generate revenue. If I don't generate, you don't pay, period. That's not just an attractive offer in a tight economy. That's almost the only kind of offer business owners want to say yes to right now. The deal structure that felt generous in a boom market feels like a no-brainer in a downturn. So you've removed every reason for them to say no. There's no budget conversation. There's no risk on their side. And there's nothing they have to defend to a CFO or a partner, which means more yeses, faster yeses, easier yeses. The same found money partnership pitch that took 2 coffee dates to close in 2021 is closing in 1 coffee date in 2026 because business owners are looking for exactly this. So let's talk about the other side of the table, the buyers. real people, living through this same economy, watching their grocery bills, looking at health insurance premiums that went maybe even doubled, paying childcare costs that eat their second income. They're trying to figure out how to send their kids to college, retire, buy a house, whatever it is for them. These people are not in a casual buying mood. They're in a, I need this shit to actually work mood. So what that means for the offers you're going to be promoting through your found money partnerships, offers that solve present, urgent financial pain, gonna crush. Anything that helps someone make extra money, save real money, get out of debt, protect what they have, stop a problem from getting worse, those offers convert a lot better these days. Why? Because the buyer is no longer asking, is this nice to have? They're asking, will this actually move the needle on my life right now? So when you're looking at partner businesses, look at what they sell with a lens. Side income offers, business survival offers, job replacement offers, skill acquisition offers that pay back fast, health alternatives that cost less than insurance gaps, homeschooling resources for parents who can't afford private school anymore, energy, food cost reduction, debt elimination, tax strategy, anything that addresses what people are losing sleep over. The partner businesses that have offers in these categories are sitting on gold mines right now. And most of them aren't having the right conversation with their lists. They're still running the same generic email sequences they were running in 2022, still pretending like this is a normal market. So you come in with a found money campaign that meets their buyers exactly where they are right now, that acknowledges the pressure, listens to their actual situation, and bridges them to a solution that addresses the real present pain. And you're gonna outperform anything that business has done in months. Because here's the thing about pain. Real, present, can't ignore it pain. People will walk through a wall to solve it. They'll say yes to things they would have hesitated on 6 months ago. They will pay real money to get out of it. And the way you reach those people is not through another funnel, not through another webinar, not through another high pressure sales call. It's through a conversation. Started with an honest email, followed by real back and forth where you actually listen to what they're going through, followed by a Google Doc that lays out a plan built around their specific situation. In a brutal economy, that approach isn't just better, it's the only thing that works. People don't want to be sold to right now. They're too tense, they're too tired, they're too aware of every dollar. But they will absolutely respond to someone who shows up like a freaking human being and actually listens to what they're going through. Be a leader, not a greasy sales bro, pitching them limited time offers while the world's on fire. Here's the other thing that makes this moment specifically different. AI is now good enough and accessible enough that one person can do what used to take a team of 5. A couple years ago, running a found money partnership for a partner with 5,000 people on their list meant weeks of work, writing the hand raiser emails, crafting the individual responses to hundreds of conversations, building out the sales doc, following up, managing the whole thing. Today, same campaign, hour to build, maybe 10 to 60 minutes a day to manage once it's running. And with the right AI tools handling the craft, that changes everything about who can do this. It used to be that to make this model work, you had to be a pretty good copywriter with years of experience. You had to be willing to grind through the writing. You had to have the time. But now you don't. The tools handle 95% of the work. Your job is to make sure it's empathetic, accurate, and protects the partner's brand. The other 5%, the human judgment piece, that's all you. Good thing you're a human. That's why right now is the window, because this model is going to get more competitive eventually. More people are going to figure out, you can use AI to run multiple found money partnerships at the same time without burning out, without building a team, without taking on overhead, right? But right now, the window is wide open. I look around at marketers, copywriters, agency owners, and the people who'd be perfect for this, and almost none of them are doing it. They're still grinding on flat fee client work, still selling courses, offers that they had to build themselves, still trying to grow their own audience from scratch. Meanwhile, the model that requires zero of that, no list, no offer, no fulfillment, is sitting right there, waiting for someone to pick it up. The people who pick it up in the next 12 months are going to look back on this period the way people look back on early, like Amazon FBA. They got in when it was wide open. Everyone else got in when it was crowded. Same setup is here right now. Different model, same window. So let me put this to you in real numbers for you. In a normal economy, one found money partnership generating an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month is nice. It's a vacation, it's a buffer, it's a little breathing room. In this economy, that same $3,000 to $5,000 a month is something completely different. It's covering childcare, the whole bill. So your partner can keep working. Or so you can, stop paying for after school care because one of you can be home. It's covering the mortgage payment that just went up because your variable rate adjusted, so you don't lose the house. It's covering health insurance premiums that have doubled, so you don't have to drop coverage and gamble on your family's health. It is the difference between getting out of debt this year and being stuck in it for another 5. It's the difference between being present with your kids and missing their childhood because you took on a second job. That's what one deal does in this economy. It doesn't just add to your life. It rescues part of it. And the wild part is once it's running, that revenue keeps coming in while you're living your life. You're not on calls. You're not on Zoom. You're not chained to your laptop. I do all this on my phone. The campaign keeps working in the background while you're at the beach with your kids, or at your kids' game, or at the dinner table without your phone. That's why I'm the found money family man. Like, found money partnerships don't just produce revenue, they produce time. And in a tight economy, time with the people you love the most is the thing that you're the most at risk of losing. If you take on a second job to make up the gap, you lose hours with your family permanently. Those hours, they don't come back. If you land one found money partnership instead, you cover the same gap and you're more present, not less. Profit and presence. Profit and presence. It's not a fantasy. It's a business model decision. So now I want to talk to you about what happens if you don't move, because I know how this goes. You watch a video like this and you think, yeah, that makes sense. You feel a little spark. And then life happens. The bills hit. The job stress hits. Exhaustion hits. Dude, I get it. And you go back to doing what you were doing. 12 months from now, nothing's changed. Except now, everything's a little harder. Inflation kept eating. Your savings shrunk a little more. Kids got a little older. Your runway just got a little shorter. Meanwhile, the people who did move 12 months ago, they landed a deal or two. They're collecting partnerships and partnership revenue every month. They've got AI tools running the campaigns for them. They've built actual leverage in their lives. So the gap between those two paths, it's not going to be small. It's going to be the difference between feeling stuck and feeling free. And here's the thing about this particular moment. The conditions that make this such a great opportunity right now, the desperate business owners, the hurting buyers, the wide open deal maker role, the AI advantage, they're not permanent. They're a window. So the economy will eventually loosen up. Business owners will get less desperate. More marketers will figure out this model. And AI will get distributed more evenly, right? The advantage of being early on this, it's going to compress. I'm not saying you have to do this today. I'm saying the people who do this in the next 90 days are going to be in a totally different position than the people who do this in 2 years that they just won't get. That's just math. So who is this video actually for? It's for the marketer, the copywriter, the agency owner watching this and thinking, I'm working harder than ever and I have less to show for it. Because you do. And you're not crazy. The model you're running is broken in this economy. It's for the person watching this who has bills going up and up and up and income going sideways, who's tired of feeling like they're falling behind no matter how friggin' hard they grind. It's for the parent who wants to be present with their kids, but can't see how because the math just doesn't work right now. It's for the person who has marketing skill or has been around marketing long enough that they could learn it fast with the right tools and is wondering if there's a better deal out there. And there is. It's this one. You bring the marketing skill, the AI tools. They bring the audience and the offer and the fulfillment. You split what you generate. No list, no offer, no fulfillment, no risk that you can't afford in this economy. That's the deal. And the market for it has never been better than it is right now. And if that's hitting you, the next step is simple. Watch the rest of this series if you haven't. Video 1 explains the model. Video 2 shows you how to find your first partner. Video 3 is what to say in the conversation. Video 4 is how to build the campaign with AI. And video 5 answers literally every objection you might be sitting with right now. And links to all of them are in the description. And if you want me personally in your corner, looking at your outreach, your deals, your emails, your sales docs, helping you turn coffee dates into actual partnerships, that's what $1 Million List Leverage is. These are options. There's options, I should say, for one-on-ones with me where I'll help you even close a coffee date into a live deal. Like there's a financial way in for just about everybody in MDLL. Because I built this for the people who need it most, not just the people who can afford the most, right? The link's in the description. So the economy, it's going to be what it is. Whether it gets better, worse, stays the same, you don't control it. None of us do. What you do control is what model you're running. Whether you're playing offense or defense. Whether you're stuck on the wrong side of the deal or finally on the right side of it. A shitty economy, it's a gold mine for the people who see it clearly. Business owners are more open to partnerships than they've been in years. Buyers will say yes to offers that solve real present pain. The AI window is wide open and almost nobody is doing this yet. That's the picture. That's the moment. So you don't have to bet your whole life on it. You don't have to quit anything. You don't have to invest a bunch of money you don't have. You just have to start having the right conversations with the right people in the right way with the right tools. A few hours a week is enough to change your trajectory in 12 months. One deal is enough to change your situation right now. All right, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And drop me a comment. What's the present pain in your life that an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month would actually solve? Be specific. I read every single one. I just want you to win.